Wambea, you can't, you won't, you will not believe it, Wambea.
Another woman has come forward and has explained how Robert Burale allegedly conned her some money in the pretext that Robert Burale is going to look for greener pastures. That is a good job for her. Now, he's explaining how it was. But in the middle of that explanation, there is something which caught the eyes of Kenyans. It was similar to what Rosina Mwakideu said in that interview with Alex Mwakideu during the time Rosina was with Robert Burale in honeymoon.
I just want to tell you about my experience with Robert Burale.
This woman, this new woman, explains that, by the way, Robert Burale, when he invites you in his office or takes you to his home, he does not touch you. Of course, you're a woman, you have everything. You're expecting, okay, it's about to go down. Let's have it. But you won't have it. Of course, a section of Kenyans think that this is quite ethical and romantic, but there's some who think that mirengo yaeza kuwa ile nyingine. But anyway, this is a new woman, new revelations. Let's see how this story of Robert Burale goes.
Robert Burale, umejivalia ngozi ya kondoo. Alafu sasa wanaume wengine wameanza kuja kusema ati unajua it's his past, everybody has a past. Nani wanaume the same. Wanasemanga mwanamke, past ya mwanamke ina mata, lakini sasa venye ni ya askofu wao mkubwa, venye ni ya bishop wao mkubwa, pastor wao mkubwa, it's his past. Kwani nani hana past? Mwenye hajai tenda dhambi wacha akuwe the first one kurusha mawe, wacha mimi nirushe mawe. Robert Burale, umejivalia ngozi ya kondoo. Hizi miaka zote. Na watu wanasemanga Kibe ni hater. Kibe ni hater. Kibe, you should get a life. Kibe alisema huyu mwanaume si mtu mnafikiria yeye ni hivyo. Ati life coach, marriage coach, marriage counselor. Marriage counselor ndoa yako haikumaliza mwaka. Marriage counselor, life coach, mwenye unajua sana life coach. Ati mimi sipendi watu wa hiyo mrengo ingine. Sasa anaongelea watu wa LGBTQ. Ati mimi sipendi watu wa LGBTQ. Unaangaliaje mwanaume anavaa dress? Kumbe unawachukia hivyo vyote kwa sababu they are out and proud. Wewe ukiwa kwa closet. Tuliambiwa na hatukusikia. Ile siku tutakufa tuende kwa Mungu ama kwa shetani kwenye tutaenda. Wale watu utapatana nao huko kwa shetani, utakuwa unashangaa wewe unafanya nini huko? Wewe unafaa kuwa mbinguni, unafanya nini huku chini kwa sisi watenda dhambi? Unaona wale watu hujipiga kifua sana, wanajifanya saint, wanajifanya holy than thou. Woi. Fear those people, hao ndio wabaya. Watu wamejificha ndani ya kanisa, ndani ya Christianity ati Mungu sijini. Unajua mimi nimekaa chini nikaangalia, nikaanza vizuri sana na hiyo interview ya Mwakideu na Burale. Nikaangalia, nikamaliza. Sasa nikaingia ya Rosina. Wacha nikwambie, manipulators na narcissists. Hii nzi nayo inataka nini? Manipulators na narcissists. Burale anaweza chukua number 1. Huyo mtu ni muongo. Huyo mtu hakuna mtu ataniambia ni past yake ati ameiongelelea kwa kitabu yake, he's been talking about it. Alafu sasa hii mnakuja kukemea Rosina, mama mwenye hajawahi ongea kuhusu hiyo breakup hizo miaka zote. Na mnajua Rosina amekuwa triggered na hiyo interview ya Burale, akasema enough is enough. Huyu mwanaume anawabebanga ufala. Ako hapo akisema ati a woman should be disrespected in the bedroom. Toss and turn gani? Wewe ulikuwa na huyo mtu kwa honeymoon. Unaoa mwanamke wa mtu, kumbuka kwa closet, unampeleka kwa honeymoon. You won't touch her one full month mko kwa honeymoon. Sijui ni South Africa. Haumgusi. Wewe kwani wewe ati uko celibate? Umemuoa wakazi gani? Unajua ni wanawake wengi sana wameolewa na wanaume kama hao. Unaolewa alafu hakuna kitu. Mnalala kama brother na sister. Ndio tu huku nje akuwe na status za nimeoa upuzi. Alafu watu wanakuja kumtetea it's his past. He has already talked about it. Sisi hatusomangi vitabu zake, sisi hatujui it's his past. Pia sisi tunaongelelea that man mwenye alihurt Rosina Burale.
So, my con story. I feel like it's so average, but then it really got me in the gut, right? In about 2004, 2005, I'd saved up money. You know, my life was all about like, I'll never take a loan. Everything that I want, I'll buy it cash. So I'd saved up money, and I was looking for my first car. And in that period of time, I remember I was one of those chicks who used to just like think that the fact that the feminist movement had happened meant that I had to show off my ability to get what I wanted as a woman. So I bumped into a guy at a club, and he looked fantastic. And I hit on him. I bought him a drink. I asked him out on a first date. And we met at the Stanley, where he promptly bought me a glass of juice that should have been the clue to the con. So I'm looking for a car, and I'm just telling everyone about it. So when I tell him, he's like, oh, I'm a car dealer. So Mr. Car Dealer and I now start discussing what kind of car do I want. I'm feeling his vibe, so I'm very sexually attracted to him. And then he's being the guy who's not allowing me to have sex with him. So that's frustrating me on a sexual front, right? But also making me wonder, is he a keeper? You know? So I decide I trust him at some point, and I give him 250,000 shillings to go to Mombasa. He's shown me pictures of a car to come and bring this car from Mombasa to Nairobi. Already, at that point, I should have known I was going to get COVID, right? But I didn't know. I had no idea how to buy a car. It was the first time I didn't ask anyone for advice. I thought I should do it myself. So I give him the money. He goes off. He's talking to me throughout this whole period. Gets to the coast. He's talking to me. Gets to the car. Takes pictures of the car. He's talking to me. He's driving back. I don't hear from him. Ever. Again. Please note, I was tuning this guy. He had taken me to his mom's house. He had taken me to a swanky office in Westlands. It was his. So I start by taking those steps. I go to his mom's house. His mom doesn't remember me. Doesn't know who I am. She refuses to open the gate for me. I go to the office in Westlands. Another company works there. They ask me, Robert who? Which is the name of the guy who had conned me. I've never heard from him. I reported the matter to the cops. They looked for him, said they couldn't find him. A few years later, I'm doing casting, and I find this guy now is conning people. He's an actor. So he's on a TV show, and I call the producer of that TV show, and I say, chick, you're getting conned. In that melee of trying to figure out who this guy was, if his stuff was real, if he is a con man for real, he'd already conned about 4 or 5 guys in the production that he was working for. Many years later, I find an advertisement in a newspaper that says that there's a pastor in town who's going to pray for single women to get into couples, into marriages. And it's this guy, Robert, who's now a pastor. So I find his contact, and I call him, and I'm like, dude, do you still have my 250,000 shillings? Oh, Nini. Oh, in fact, I'm born again. Oh, in fact, I want to make amends. Oh, in fact, let's meet at Trattoria on Wednesday at 7 o'clock, and I'll give you back your money. Fool that I was. Where was I? Trattoria. 7 o'clock on that day, waiting for this guy who never turned up. The cops say that it's too late now. Too many years have passed. There's a statute of limitations on something like this. So I can't go after him now. But every time I've thought that I've managed to get him and get my money back from him, I've managed to slip out of my fingers.